Good morning, family. It's time to wake up and see. I'm your uncle, brother, cousin, friend John, back here with another royal lesson. But before we get into today's royal lesson, let's take care of a little channel maintenance. Make sure that you like the video. Also, make sure that you subscribe to the channel and press the notification bell down below so that way you're aware of when I upload new videos. Also, you can comment down below if you have any questions or anything that you want answered. It's best to do those in the comments down below, but don't put all your business out there. Just a general question about something that you might need an answer on, and that could become a future royal lesson that I can help other people as well to get that same knowledge or those same answers. Also, if you see any of the clothing items that I wear, whether it's my shirt or my hat, I do have a clothing brand called Prince Richmond, and the link to that is in the description down below. You can click that link, go on the website. If you find a product that you like, you'll purchase it, and then it is shipped out personally by me, and I do give you a little gift inside of you with each order inside of your package or your box, depending on what you order and how I ship it out. It will be a little gift in there for you. But let's go ahead on and get into today's royal lesson. So probably like a couple of weeks ago, I was out to at a work dinner, and I was talking to one of my coworkers, and so happened we got on the subject of faith. And my coworker was telling me that they had been to church before, but they didn't understand the whole faith thing. They was like, I went in there and they were just basically like, oh, you pray and then God's going to do the thing for you. And she was like, that's not how life works. And she's like, everything I've had to do, I've had to, go to school and do the work behind it and all these different things. And she's like, for them just go in there and tell people that, you just pray and things happen, it just doesn't make sense to me. And I said, I totally agree with you. Personally, growing up in church, I do believe that the way that faith is taught in the religious aspect is that, yeah, you just pray and God's going to do it. Or the Most High God's going to touch somebody's heart and inspire them to take care of the things that you want or need, which is really not the case. And it says so in the Bible itself. So let's go ahead on and dive into that a little deeper. So what is faith? Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not found. That's Hebrews 11:1 in the King James Version of the Bible. What does that mean? Faith is about having hope in situations where you don't know what the results are going to be, but in having the hope that this is going to work out, staying positive, staying motivated, it keeps you showing up for that thing and putting some more work behind it. So that way, it can work out. You can get the results that you want. Now, I said something important in that. And I also said my coworker said something that's important. So let's jump to James 2:26 in the King James Version. Faith without works is dead. Meaning that you can have all of the faith in the world, but if you're not putting any work behind it, it's not going to happen. And I've said this in a previous royal lesson that God is not a God of, I'm just going to give it to you. God is a God of, I'm going to meet you halfway. Any story we've read in the Bible, whether it's Moses, whether it's David, whether it's King Solomon, whether it's Yeshua himself, the Most High has made all these people do the work. They had a lot of faith in the Most High God, but you also read that, Moses had to go talk to Pharaoh. Yeshua still had to go out there and, talk to the multitude and gather the people together. You learn that Solomon didn't come from the richest of backgrounds, and we still know Solomon today to be one of the richest rulers in the world. But what you read about King Solomon is King Solomon had to do a lot of merchant trading and learn a lot of different things in order to grow his kingdom and make it work out. Solomon did the work behind everything that he did. All of these people had faith in the Most High God, but they also did the work so the Most High God could keep, stepping in and saying, all right, let's go ahead on and get this going. I see them working on that thing. Let's go ahead on and get that going. So in today's terms, how I would put it is, if I gave you an example, is a lot of people needs a job right now. And there's group A and group B. Group A is the people that have applied for the job and they are going through the rounds of interviews. They've done all of the, they have all the necessary qualifications for this job. Maybe they even done a few more things on top of the necessary qualifications so that way they can stand out. They learn from each interview. They're asking for feedback and they're applying that to the next round of interviews so that way they can ensure that they get that job. They're doing the work, but they're also having faith that, like, if I do these things, if I tweak this a little bit, it's going to work out for me. Now, this person is also in competition with more people interviewing for this one job, but because they're doing the work, because they're actively participating, because they are having faith that it'll work out and they're praying about it, the Most High God can work with this person. That's Group A. Group B are the people that will sit there and they have this different type of faith, where it's like, okay, I prayed that I need a job, but they didn't put in a job application at all. And they're sitting there like, okay, when is somebody going to call me for this job? And it's like, or when is the Most High going to send somebody across my path for this job? And it's like, well, no, you need to show up and apply for the job. These people will drive past every now hiring sign on the road, and trust me, I've heard people complain that they need a job, and I drove down the street and saw McDonald's, Taco Bell, Popeyes, Walmart, Dollar Tree all hiring on the same strip of street, but because they're not walking in there to apply for the job, or because they think they're too good for the job, they're missing the opportunity to work. They're missing the opportunity to make money. And the Most High is like, okay, you're not putting in any work. So how can I help you achieve your goals if you don't want to do the work? So the Most High is always going to be more willing to work with those who are putting in the effort, which is Group A. Faith is not just about praying and saying, oh yeah, Most High, do that for me. That's really what you're saying. When you're praying, you're not doing the work behind it. You're just saying, do it for me. How would you feel if somebody picked up the phone and said, hey, yeah, pay this bill for me? Hey, yeah, you always know how to get me this money for this thing. So yeah, go ahead on and do that for me. But that's not how it works, especially with the Most High God. If you really have reverence and love for the Most High God, you will always pray with respect, but you will always show the Most High that you're willing to put in the effort behind it. So I simply made this video because I want you to take the things that I'm saying and I want you to apply it to your own personal life. You can have faith, and even though you might not know the results, meaning that you're doing all this work and you don't know whether you'll get the job or not, if the Most High God sees you legitimately did the work, it might be that opportunity. It might not be that opportunity, but it'll definitely be something that is meant for you, something that will pay you the right amount of money that you're looking for, something that'll get you to where you need to be, because the Most High sees that you not only have faith in the Most High, but you also have faith that the Most High can help you get to where you want to be by showing the Most High that you're putting in the work and saying, I'm putting in the effort because I know you're going to make these things work out for me, or let these things work out for me. I want you to not feel like, the Most High is not listening to you, but I really do want you to take the time and say, hey, the things that I'm asking for, am I showing that I want these things? Am I showing that when I get that opportunity, I'm willing to work to maintain what I was given? This is very important when having faith. I don't want people walking out there blindly just praying and then getting mad that things aren't working out for them. But I want people to open their eyes and say, hey, well, what am I doing to show that I'm ready for this thing to work out for me? The Most High God truly, truly does love you. The Most High God truly does want what's best for you. The Most High God truly does want you to progress and be who you were created to be. So I'm going to leave this here. make sure that you like the video. Make sure that you comment down below. If you have any questions or anything, I'm more than willing to take the time to do the research and pray on your questions so I can make it a future Royal lesson. Also, make sure that you subscribe to the channel and press the notification bell so that way you're aware of when I post a video. And again, if you want to support me in any way, not only by subscribing to the channel, but you can click the link down below in the description, princerichmond.com, and you can purchase any one of my clothing items there. And I do appreciate you. I will give you a little gift when you do purchase the item. I do try to include a little gift in there, so look out for that. But yeah, know that you are loved by the Most High God. Know that you are loved by me. Take care, family.